Hi.
Thanks for coming.
Hey, girl.
Thanks for coming.
Oh, grrr.
Well, hello everyone, and thanks for coming. My name is Seth. What's yours?
Hello, Jamal is here.
Hi, it's Stoney.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another fun week at Thanks for Coming, the most magically gay podcast. We are back again to bring you full coverage of everything happening in this week's week of drag.
This week of drag and blah.
And what? That's kind of how I feel about the show. Whoa.
He didn't say a name, y'all.
I'm so excited to keep podcasting about the show.
Oh my
it's
gosh.
so good.
Or these
We
shows.
are bringing holiday cheer.
I'm Cheer It.
Turn it on.
I'm Mary.
I'm feeling cheerful.
Just call me Mary Cherry.
Oh no. Triggered.
Triggered. I think I just lost my wig.
Yes, girl. Also, just to clarify, like about our last week's episode, I've heard a couple people that were confused. So, we are going to make 250 episodes for you all, and then the show is over forever.
Yes, I thought that's what we're stopping at episode 250 meant, but I understand clarifications needed sometimes.
Yeah, I think there was confusion whether we were stopping now or gonna keep going till 250. I'm not exactly sure, but I just want to clarify it for anybody that was confused. So the podcast is not over yet, but it will be soon.
We'll pretty much be ending right as we turn 4.
Yeah, because we're like commitment queens, so once we start something, we have to end it officially. We're not just going to like ghost you
Like other podcasts do.
Yeah, we're like literally going to have a series finale.
Yeah.
Yeah, bitch.
And we're very excited actually because there's a lot of like fun little episodes that we're going to do before we leave. So
so I guess without going into too much detail, at some point, you'll know when, don't worry. We're probably not going to talk about drag, period. And we're just going to give you some nice, fun content on the way out.
I mean, we have 6 episodes left. So
Yeah.
like we're going to finish out what we're currently covering. And then after that, it will be a hodgepodge of things that we're doing that are fun and that we want to do before we end the podcast.
Absolutely, yeah. It's like if we don't get to finish covering a show, like I'm not going to be upset.
Right. And you can talk to us online at our personal handles or, of course, at TFC Pod or in those reviews you're writing. We love to interact there.
Yeah, bitch. Leave us a review. I'm sure we got lots of negative ones after the kerfuffle of last week.
Yeah, fuck him.
Trash. It's burned. Consider it burned.
Where's my papers, bitch?
We are still waiting for the impending lawsuit documents.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
bring it, bitch.
Oh my gosh. I'm scared. I'm having PTSD. There are a couple short, small pieces of hot topics that I would like to discuss very quickly at the top of this show.
Ooh.
I just wanted to, I wanted to share this really funny tweet that I found. This is from at BB_lifer. So this is Big Brother for Lifer. I feel like Stoney will enjoy this.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
So this tweet says, RuPaul had a 2/3 chance of getting the Drag Race UK winner right, yet she still managed to choose the wrong girl.
Spoken like a true Big Brother fan, constantly disappointed and infuriated by the winner of the season.
Yes. Like we're not shading Krystal. I just think the tweet is funny.
That is funny.
Yeah.
But also another tweet that I wanted to shortly discuss is from one of our Canadian faves, Eve 6000, in a now deleted tweet. She says, "Imagine going on Drag Race and spending all your money and then some, and then your viewing parties get canceled every week because no one is watching the show."
Oh, fuck. Damn.
I think WoW made her delete that one.
I'm sure, but hey, it's out there now. Maybe you should just take care of the queens so they don't have to worry about canceled gigs.
Eve is such an icon.
She is. Like, I honestly don't know what we did to deserve Eve, but like she's like the reckoning we needed, but
Oh yeah.
we're too scared to ask for.
I love that we're going out on Eve being like one of the stars of Canada's Drag Race.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so that was really funny. I thought it was really interesting. Yeah, I guess that's about it, eh?
Yeah, eh?
Let's
Yeah.
go ahead and get into our Honest Tea Spill of the Week. Hey everybody, welcome back to our Honest Tea Spill of the Week. We are of course back again to bring you full coverage of everything happening this week in the world of drag. And boy, do we have a lot to talk about.
Oh yeah, the usual.
Oh, just the usual. Let's start over at Dragula, where we usually start. We are on episode 6 here called Hairy Monsters. And in this episode, the competitors are challenged with creating their hairiest creatures yet for this week's theme. One monster will be cut above the rest, and another will get the chop in a truly squirm-worthy extermination.
Yes, honey. I was excited for this challenge because, again, with Dragula, you just kind of get to see where these queens go creatively, just over the top, not usually like your glamorous pageantry vibes that we get on Drag Race. Obviously, there's more than that. But I was ready to see a Yeti, like a fierce Yeti on the stage.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, I think I was too. I mean, there was no, what do they call it? Like the little mini challenge, the fright feet. There's no fright feet this week. There were regular feet on the show, of course, and they were hairy. So we'll just be talking about this hairy creature floor show. I don't know. It was okay. I mean, I personally like Sigourney Beaver's look. I get it. Like, it's very glamour. I thought there was a little bit of horror in there, but the Boulets just really want to see her like tits out, blood everywhere.
Oh yeah, they really wanted her to push it to like the next level because we have seen the shape, and what did we say in a previous episode? If the judges get bored, they will call it out, and that's what happened with Sigourney.
Yeah, they're definitely pulling the like anti-RuPaul here by being like, okay, you need to stop being glamorous and give us like more blood and filth.
Yeah, like Charity Case would be so good on the season because she only gives us glamour, horror, and filth.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to put Charity in a box, but I definitely thought of them, of course. I like Saint's look.
Yeah, Saint's look was really good. That little fawn type creature.
Those shoes. I don't understand how the queens walk in those. I feel like I would break both my ankles and my neck.
I will say though, too, like going back to Sigourney, I feel like Sigourney would be like really good on Drag Race.
Probably.
Props.
Yeah, like I'm like, why can't we get more like queens like Sigourney on US Drag Race?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sure we will, like down the road. RuPaul will probably retire by then, and some other queen will be hosting the show.
Oh, like the true queen of the North, Priyanka?
Yeah, give the job to Pri and Lemon.
There you go. So yeah, I don't know, the floor show. I don't even really remember like how this episode was a whole hour, but yeah, I think there was a little bit of drama in the beginning, just with them discussing who would come back, and with Bitter Betty finally leaving the show.
I mean,
yeah.
It was honestly kind of just like relaxing for once, like an episode where everyone wasn't trying to kill each other.
Yeah. And also Jade
All the
Jolie's
way.
cat died, so that kind of brought down the mood.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, poor thing. Poor
R.I.P.
thing.
cat.
I don't like it.
It was so sad.
Yeah, that was another sad thing that happened. But you know who did win this challenge is someone who was in the bottom last week, Hoso Teratoma.
Yes, good job, Hoso. Well deserved.
She was
Hoso's
that
always
moth.
turning a look. Yeah.
That was cool. Like when she came out, I was just like, hell yeah, this is a look, bitch.
It's very cool. I was into it.
Yeah, she did have a really good look, so I totally see that. Yeah, I don't know. They all did pretty well this week, actually. I was kind of shocked that I was like, I wouldn't know who to put in the bottom.
I could see what they were going to do, but yeah, the queens all did a pretty good job.
Yeah. The bottom two, though, were Sigourney Beaver and Jade Jolie. I think, you know, by this point, Jade had really checked out. And I don't think they would get rid of Sigourney anyways, just because she is pretty strong.
Yeah.
I think that Jade was doing a decent job on Dragula. I think that it was kind of like Drag Race Halloween, and hear me out. I just think that the Boulets wanted more from her, so if she could have just pushed it a little further with her looks, like she probably would still be here. She was not far off, I don't think, at all.
Yeah, she was definitely a strong competitor in this competition. So it was sad to see her go. She was exterminated. The extermination challenge was for Sigourney and Jade to stand in a laboratory while being covered in cockroaches.
I did not like this.
I'm itching. I can't.
I did not enjoy this.
Little Mary cherries dropped all over them.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh. No, I would die. I would pass out probably.
I don't think that would be too bad.
I don't do bugs like that. I would pass out.
I don't know, girl. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, that was Dragula.
Another great episode.
Another entertaining episode. I do enjoy it. I think even more so from here on out, it's going to be good. I just hope that Zavaleta can behave herself and not make me upset with her.
We'll see. I hope so too, bitch.
That's all I want in this world. All right. Moving right along, we are going to discuss Canada's Drag Race here. We are in episode 7, which is the roast of Brooklyn Heights.
Oh gosh, roast.
Ooh, is it a rump roast?
It was a roast.
Can we stop giving
It was
these
still rare in the
challenges?
middle.
Yeah, can we
Very.
stop giving these challenges to queens that aren't good at things? Like, I don't know. It's just not fun to watch.
He said not good at things.
That leaves things. So you basically just cancel the show.
Oh my god.
Is what I'm hearing. That's kind of
no,
what I'm
I'm
getting.
saying let's design the challenges around what they're good at.
Okay.
So Cynthia
Their
Kish should
strengths.
be doing musicals every episode.
Yeah. Okay, I get it. I see where you're going with this.
I hear you, Queen.
Yeah.
But no, the secondhand embarrassment is real. Like I'm sure we're about to get into.
Yeah, you hear him, but do you see him, Queen? I see you, Queen. Remember Miss Raja?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So the queens don't hold back this week as they roast the one and only Brooklyn Heights. Special guest is Emma Hunter, whoever that is.
Whoever she is.
Yeah. I looked her up on Wikipedia and I couldn't find her. So you guys will have to let me know who she is.
Damn. So they weren't joking when they were like, we don't know who the fuck you are.
Nobody knows who you are, but somehow you got booked on the show. Congratulations.
Better ask Siri.
And also, too, shouldn't the person be funny if they're, judging a comedy and helping them form their jokes and stuff?
I mean, you
She
said
was really not funny.
I mean, we should have just brought back that twink that said he had flat hair
Connor.
or something.
Yeah, he would have given them some shady stuff to say at least.
You're right. I mean, he's just as qualified, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah, girl. It's we don't have any funny queens on the show, so we're just going to pick up this random Emma Hunter lady who's also not funny.
Put
Who's available?
Bianca Del Rio as a guest judge or something. Come on, now.
Right.
Yes. Oh my God. What a missed
She'd be
opportunity.
perfect for
Yeah.
something like this. Perfect guest judge.
Yeah.
Oh,
or
yeah.
bag of chips. I don't know.
Come on. Somebody, please give us someone funny. and the sheer audacity of Brooklyn to act like she can judge comedy. How dare you?
Oh my gosh. She's lucky she looked fierce this episode
Can we
because
also
that part.
just mention all these jokes about Brooklyn's face, and I'm I don't. To me, it doesn't look like Brooklyn's got a lot of work done. I don't know. They talk like she's this plastic queen. I'm I don't really see it.
I think it's just because she doesn't move her face or smile.
I guess. I don't know. I didn't understand the joke.
Yeah, I also particularly hated Brad Goreski's runway this week.
I
where
was
he was
not here for that
wiggling
look.
and flipping around like a little fucking bitch.
Girl, we don't like him as a judge. Stop forcing. Bring back Jeffrey at this
It's
point.
not working for me. I'm just going to keep the image of him on the Rachel Zoe Project show in my head and keep it
Yeah.
there.
I mean, now that we know that Jeffrey was framed,
Yeah,
just bring him
totally,
back,
totally.
please.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
know about all that. We just need to pick someone else. And maybe new production crew as well and start over.
Let's just scrap the whole franchise. Call it Brooklyn's Drag Race.
Brooklyn's
There you
Drag
go.
of the North.
Or yeah, just call it Queen of the North.
No, what did they say? North Strong Drag Race something.
Brooklyn's
Yeah.
Drag Race with all new judging panel, and Brooklyn just being allowed to do whatever the fuck she wants.
Except for wear her ratty mullet wigs.
Yeah, that part.
I think Brooklyn looks cute in her like boy mullet. Oh my gosh,
and also Vanjie
delicious.
has to be there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And other people have to be there.
And also Eve and Beth have to come back as permanent cast members on all seasons.
Okay, so
Oh,
who's
yeah.
hiring us? We could totally just, after we retire the show, we could just be part of the production crew.
Actually, now it's called Eve 6000's Drag Race.
I would move to Canada
I would watch that.
for a little bit.
Yeah. Also, like, why would they pick like the two not funniest people to coach these queens this week? Brad Goreski and the random bitch no one knows.
Well, do you
Like,
know
wow.
what was weird? I'm like, why are all these queens making these like sexual jokes about Brad? Like, did production try to do the same shit to like, they told the queens like, make him like your thirst trap or something?
I feel like the Canada production crew is like,
what was that?
What's funny? Let's just like make everything sexual and
Because it wasn't clicking.
yeah, no.
I wish they would have had Amanda Brugel be like the main coach for this week because she at least has a personality.
Yeah, she
Right.
does.
Just put on a different wig. We wouldn't even know it's her.
Right. Yeah.
You're gonna leave my sis alone, okay? You're gonna give her her hair moments, all right? At least those wigs are moisturized.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I prefer Amanda Brugel to most of the other judges on the show. Or they should have put Tracy Melchor or something in there. Like put at least someone with a personality in there besides like Brad Goreski, who's like, you know, purse spilled all over the floor the whole entire episode.
I mean, honestly, the worst part about this was the fact that we had to pretend that Kendall Gender was funny because Isis like went over time.
Right.
Like Kendall was not funny.
Oh
Girl,
my
stop pushing her
gosh.
being the winner because I know that's where this is going.
Stop trying to make fetch happen.
They're going to make
Okay.
Kendall the winner, and
Now,
then
I'll
we
give
all
y'all
have to
that.
pretend that
I'm gonna
she's
give you that.
the best ever when Isis should win this. Isis
give
or
you that.
Pythia should win the season.
Yeah.
But Kendall's going to win, and then we're all going to have to be like, woohoo, excited for Kendall.
I'm gonna give you that. But on this episode, she prepared and she did well. Now
No, she did not.
Yeah, she did. I enjoyed her set, but I thought Isis should have
Which
won
joke
too.
was your favorite from Kendall's?
Which what?
What Kendall joke was your favorite?
The whole thing. She was the opener. She
Because
set
you
the
don't know a
tone.
single joke that Kendall said.
Go back on Drag Race. Go back on this podcast and play an episode where I quoted a joke.
Hey Stoney, tell me one of your favorite Isis jokes.
Yeah.
My favorite was whenever she called like the whole group like the dog pound or whatever.
Oh, that's easy.
And when she
Details.
called Kimura, what's his face? Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yeah, and like snow dogs. Yeah, that was funny. And then she was also like, I'm really good at this. And then like the producers were like, stop because we need to make Kendall the winner.
Yeah. She totally didn't go over her time. It was just for the show, right?
Yeah.
Stoney's gonna start his like fan fiction blog, and he'll let you know where you can find that.
They're like, you're being too funny, so you need to stop, Isis.
And Kendall
Cut her
looked really
off.
good, but no, Isis looked great, and she slayed.
Yeah, Isis was good. Kendall was good. Kimura kind of like dropped off.
What happened there?
I don't know. She
looked
was funny in the
fabulous.
rehearsal.
She looked fabulous, and then like she just went too hard. Like, I love a good curse word moment. Like, I speak like an educated pirate most of the time. So, but you still need to be strategic with your F-bombs and how you set shit up. It was just very like, you're not going to be deemed funny because you're cursing.
Definitely not. Yeah, that was really bizarre. I don't know. I don't get it.
I think it was some self-saboteur moments. Maybe she just wanted to go home. Like,
Well, the crazy thing is, like, it was almost like she knew that she fucked up at the end, too. She was like, I don't know why I did that. It's like,
Oh yeah. She
I
was like,
wasn't
that was
present. That was so fucking weird.
I was
Sorry, we're
possessed
all over
by
the
one of the
place.
crows from Moira Rose's film. So
I don't know if Stoney's seen that episode yet.
the croning is happening.
I mean, I could see her doing something like that.
We have
so
to keep watching.
I
Yeah,
know.
bitch. Yeah, the mini challenge though was to basically just be like fashion police, but it was just fucking real boring and stupid.
I know. I was waiting for them to set up Pythia with Isis's look because she was shading her for wearing underwear and chains and winning.
Yeah. That shit was real boring, and I was like, please let this stop. Nobody won. Just accept the L and move on.
I know, right? And of course they gave the win to Kendall because there's like, we need to make sure she wins the season.
Well, she hasn't won anything yet. We got to give her something.
Right. They're preparing us.
Then,
It's all conspiracy, bitch.
I'll give
It
you that
is.
for the mini. She still did well in the roasts.
Yeah, I do think she did well in the roast, just for the record, aside from being silly.
I could be a hateful bitch too. It's just not today, I guess.
Yeah, just not today.
I'm just trying to keep up like my prediction because I've been saying it for several episodes now.
Yeah, you have.
Yes, girl. So yeah, we talked about the roast, and yeah, let's see. The main runway category this week was Dungeons and Drag Queens. Yes, girl. So we had all sorts of mythical, strange creatures come out.
Okay.
I guess, what's her face? Adriana copied a Mugler outfit, and they were not happy with it. But I don't really follow fashion that closely, and I didn't know what it was, and I thought that Adriana looked fine.
I didn't know either. And if it's a well done reinterpretation, like, give the queen their flowers. Like, if we're going to give queens, speaking generally on the Drag Race franchises across the board, if we're going to give queens props for their looks, let's give them props for their fashion knowledge as well,
Yeah.
Definitely. Geometric was a flower.
Oh, yeah.
Fern
Geometric.
Gully, bitch.
Geometric continued her run of like terrible looking looks.
Oh my gosh. Stoney hated it. I thought it was cute.
It was okay. Like, it was a bodysuit with a couple of attachments.
It was, like, it was maybe you see something like this on Broadway, someone dancing in the background or
It was
something.
fine.
Yeah, definitely a background actor in a Broadway show.
I really enjoyed Pythia's though,
Sorry, Gia.
just for the reveal of it all.
Which one?
Pythia's.
Pythia's?
Oh, iconic.
Like the
Yes.
centaur thing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
My favorite mythical creature, centaur. Oh my gosh. This was everything. I loved
that
it.
was really funny. That was a good look and very creative.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. So it was a pretty interesting runway overall.
Oh, Isis was snatched. Sorry. Isis was snatched as an evil queen. Okay, now we can move on.
Yeah, Isis was snatched. Yes. So then we move on, and the the maxi challenge winner this week is, like, of course, Kendall Jenner, because she did so well in the roast.
Yep.
So then we get to the bottom two, which are Geometric and Kimora Amor.
Man, Gia keeps Oscar speech queen. I kind of had a feeling she was going to stay just based on how the episode was going and just Kimora's energy. Like, before anything even started, I was like, oh no, Kimora's about to go home.
I feel like they had an even standing until like Kimora just like decided to quit during Untucked.
Yeah.
Like she was already defeated in Untucked. She checked out.
I mean, Geometric doesn't really have that good of a pedigree at this point, right? Like, she's been in the bottom several times.
She just really wants to be there.
Yeah. But I mean, it makes sense why Kimora would go home, but it just kind of sucks that Kimora's just like, I'm over it. I'm ready to go home.
It does.
Yeah. And what was that lip sync about, girl?
How fucking creepy. When I tell you I would have had a Mimi I'm first moment, except this hoe didn't touch me, my dramatic ass, I would have been like, can we start over? Like, what is this? Like, can we start over?
I just didn't get it.
This is not in the COVID guidelines. Like, why is this bitch
6
breathing
feet
over my
apart.
shoulder? I don't care where you're at mentally. Leave me the fuck alone when I'm trying to serve Beyonce on
This
the
is
stage.
almost worse than like Mimi first though. Like, at least like that was just like, okay, I'm grabbing you and like body slamming you.
I don't know. Don't touch me, bitch.
But it's like, this one is just like, stop like fucking stalking me the entire goddamn lip sync. Like,
Yeah.
Kimora's like, when a stranger calls, the call's coming from in the house. She is right there.
it's like,
I would have tripped.
it's like
that
when your
hoe.
brother is like, he's like, not touching you, not touching you, not touching you. It's like, get the fuck away from me.
Yes, exactly that. I would have tripped her.
I have to say that Gia was very like put together, and I do have to give her props for that because
Very much so.
It was pretty annoying, and
she handled herself
bobbed
like a
and weaved.
queen.
Yeah, she bobbed and weaved and got away as best as she could, and yeah, I don't know.
I hope Kimura is doing well. Don't send hate to the queens. It was weird and strange, but people going through what they're going through. Gia handled herself very well. I hope Kimura is okay.
I did enjoy when the judges were like, Brad was like, I do have to ask. And then Amanda was like, that was really weird.
Yeah, we just want you to know that we thought that was fucking weird.
I would have gave that fucking note too. I would have been like, what the fuck was that, sis?
Yeah.
Explain, because
To
I'm
make
confused.
it clear, that was weird.
Explain.
We're weirded the fuck out from that. Like,
You're going to have to go home, not because you did a worse job at lip syncing, because we're so creeped out.
I mean, people are turning their lights off tonight, wondering if like Kimura is going to be hovering over them with her wings and horns.
Girl, look over there.
But no,
Look over
seriously.
there, girl. She's behind you right now.
No, seriously, I hope that she's okay because, goodness gracious, the pressure of the show probably just got to them, and I just hope that they've worked it out in a healthy way today.
Yeah, absolutely. Kimura's a sickening drag queen. I thought that was really cool. Her wig, how she had like that ponytail, and then there was like the chain in the middle, and then more hair.
Yes, I thought it was everything.
Yeah, that was really cute. All right. So yes, Kimura Moore was the one eliminated. Let's go ahead and take a little bit of a break here. And when we do come back, we'll get into the rest of this week's drag updates.
Okay.
Hi, queens. Oh my gosh, we're on break. Thanks for coming.
This is the part of the show where we refill our drinks and you get time to leave us a review. It lets us know how we are doing and lets more Drag Race fans sashay our way.
you could also tip us while you're listening to the show like you would tip a Rue Girl at their show. You can Venmo us at TFC Pod or on Cash App to $TFC Pod to thank us for all the hard work that goes into making a show like this.
Oh my gosh, we better get back to the show.
I've got my drink and I am ready to untuck, Mary.
Let's get back into the Interior Illusions Lounge and record the rest of the podcast.
So tell me why you're out here in a bathing suit with no corset and a belt.
Shut up, Michelle.
Oh, and by the way, you're not my real dad, and you never will be. Anyways, back to the show. Hey everybody, welcome back to our Honesty Spill of the Week. We made our ways through the treacherous waters that are Dragula and Canada's Drag Race, and we have arrived to the UK.
We are, I was going to say across the pond. Are we across the pond?
Yeah.
We're across the pond.
We're across the pond now, bitch.
I was getting my location scrambled in my head.
Slay. Oh my god, let's yesification the UK finale. Oh my god.
Yesification bot. Oh my god, what happens if you yesificate Krystal?
It's not possible. She's already yesified, girl.
Oh
Yesifying
my
my
gosh.
Big Mac, and I'm yesifying my water bottle, and I'm yesifying my plants.
Is it like in math, if you double yesify somebody, they become just like regular?
The limit does not exist.
Get on it, yesification bot.
Yeah.
That is our second Mean Girls reference this episode.
God
I'll have you
damn.
know.
I hate yesification, so sorry if that upsets anybody, but it's just real dumb.
I'm real late. I don't even know what that is.
I kind of hate it too, but I still like the yesification tweets for some reason.
Can we explain this for the people who don't know what the hell is going on like I do? Like where I'm at right now?
It's just where they yesificate someone.
What does
Yeah.
it mean?
It's like when you're like, yes, like,
Okay, see, that's what I thought it meant. That's why I was able
So,
to join the
think of what
conversation
Krystal would
without
look
knowing
like.
what the fuck was going on.
Think of what Krystal would look like with no makeup.
Okay.
That's pre-yesification. Krystal with makeup is yesification.
Okay. Work. Okay, I
yeah,
understand.
yesification.
that's
we
what-
said that.
See, that's what I was thinking.
That's what we're saying.
Okay.
What happens
Yeah.
if you yesificate Krystal?
Oh my god, leave it to the queers to come up with this fucking terminology. Like, what are we doing? This is why I love y'all, though. This is why I love my fam,
We still-
my rainbow fam.
We're still waiting for RuPaul to get yesificated or defecated or whatever. I don't know.
It should be yesificated with Raven.
Oh God.
Oh
You couldn't
gosh.
see anyone because it's just blackface.
Allegedly.
Yeah, I heard that show was really bad, by the way. So I hope RuPaul enjoyed spending all of her money into a show that's going to flop.
I don't think they spent that much money based on the production
They couldn't
value.
even bring them together. They're like, we're going to do it remotely because...
I love how we're just like the show is ending, so we're just we're about to burn down the whole lot, bitch. We're burning down the
We're like-
house.
We're
the
like
studio,
Disaster Girl
the
looking
fracking
at
operation,
WoW Productions being burned.
the runway.
We're
the
like
production
Willem
studios.
renting a studio across the street from WoW. just to keep an eye on them. Oh my gosh.
Petty
We're like
boots.
Tyre Sanchez going to DragCon.
Oh fuck! Oh,
For legal
my
reasons,
God.
we are not like that.
Oh shit!
Allegedly.
And,
Good
and if we
God.
do need to make an apology to RuPaul's DragCon, we will.
After
Yeah,
I've
we're willing
tucked
to
and
do
rolled out of
anything.
his
Just
car.
don't sue us, bitch.
Yes.
Well, we said allegedly, so
We're
it's
already
fine.
in another lawsuit with an Italian drag race
Oh,
judge.
God.
Allegedly.
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 Let's go ahead and get into the finale before we allegedly get sued.
See, y'all, I told you Stoney was the messy one from the start to the finish.
All right, you all. So this is episode 10, the grand finale of the UK season 3. And in the finale, Christmas came early and the competition concludes with a festive fight for the crown. Unknown choreographer Jay Revell coaches the queens through all of their singing and dancing challenge, while Michelle Visage, Alan Carr, Graham Norton all do nothing and sit there.
Yeah, it's like a yesification for the rest of us.
Oh my gosh, this word. Can we spell this word? Is it 3 A's or like 5?
What?
Yassification.
It's however long it
It's-
needs to be,
Yeah.
you know?
Exactly. it's a new holiday. Yestivus? Is that what it's called?
Do you guys celebrate Yestivus? Because we do.
I hate both of you.
Wait, what do you do for Yestivus? Do you just like give out yeses for things you like?
Well, you would yesificate everybody to make sure they're all up to standards.
Anyone that comes over, you yestificate?
This is
Yeah.
okay. That's it. That's it. Okay. So when we finally have like the massive pod meetup at some undisclosed location, I'm passing out stamps, like a literal ink pad that says yes, yesificated. You're getting stamped.
Yeah.
That's your present.
Yes.
You don't get presents, you just get yesificated.
Yeah.
And if you don't get one, I just don't know what to tell you. Sis, try again next year.
Yeah. Sorry, girl. There's always next Yesificon.
I don't like my yestification.
That's
Yesificon.
ridiculous.
Oh my
Who
gosh.
started this?
I don't know, but I'm just gonna keep saying it until it's fucking boring and old and gets stopped.
I love gay Twitter most of the time.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get into this. There was no mini challenge. There was just a maxi challenge where the queens have to write and record a verse and perform RuPaul's song, Hey Sis, It's Christmas.
Yes, one of my favorite tracks off of Mama Ru's Christmas album. This one goes off for me. I like it, listeners. You can at me. I like it.
Yeah, I like this song too.
I do too. I immediately logged on to oldnavy.com and ordered a bunch of shit.
Oh, really? Just because of the finale?
You caught the spirit.
Yeah, just because that song was playing.
Oh, wow. So you're going to be yesificated by Old Navy?
Yeah.
Ooh, double
Cool.
yesificate if Rue knows.
So yeah, in this episode, all the three queens, they did a little chit chat with RuPaul and what seemed like Michelle Visage in the farthest corner away from everybody.
I liked Mama Ru's. I liked Mama Michelle's hair this episode.
It wasn't too racist. Like, it wasn't too culturally appropriating another style.
No, and most ladies across diasporas and cultures and parts of the world can give you a nice she-wolf moment, and that's what I saw this as. This was a fierce she-wolf moment.
You know what's funny?
I love a high pony in a bush.
This is really off topic, but Instagram, you know how Instagram suggests people that you should follow because they, know your algorithm and who you're watching?
Oh yeah, that's exactly why unfollowing people right now.
Oh, well, my Instagram told me that I should follow Rachel Dolezal, and I felt seen, you know?
Oh, hell no.
Girl.
Instagram, Face,
You
Meta,
better start
whatever you are,
unfollowing people.
y'all better fix this shit because I don't know her.
Isn't she like
That's what I
Michelle
would say.
Visage?
No, she's the judge on Painted with Raven.
Oh, yeah.
No.
That's Raven's advisor.
Yeah, she's the advisor to Painted with Raven.
I will then send my apology to Michelle Visage because that was my mistake.
Oh my gosh, y'all are deep in the mess
We're being
today.
very messy today.
That's okay. Let me just grab my pen and beer here.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so they had
that
a little
was
chit
hot
chat.
shade.
Jay taught them how to dance, and then they performed the song "Hey Sis, It's Christmas." And actually, I don't know. Did you think it was good?
Okay, so I enjoyed Kitty because I just like their personality is infectious. I enjoyed the song because I like it. I do think that the queens did a good job with what they were given. I thought that they were all strong in different ways. Krystal with the dancing. Eleva's really getting to kind of showcase what they do professionally, which was nice, even though we just learned that she was kind of in pain, like agonizing pain during this whole thing.
Yeah. My favorite part of Kitty's performance is when she decapitated Santa.
That was fun. I enjoyed that. Anytime that we
festive,
decapitate Santa, it's amazing to me.
That's how we celebrate
know.
Yestivus.
I know the UK, the Brits are very modest, but, you know, it's funny. Graham Norton, it's fine.
I kept waiting for, because if you noticed, Veronica and Electra Fence were kind of up top on the left and right of the stage. I kept waiting for Electra Fence to like, I don't know, like barrel roll and like off of the stage, like in the air, and just do crazy flips.
You know,
like I
that's
kept
funny.
waiting for it.
It's funny that you say that because I was also waiting for Victoria to do the same thing.
Oh, Veronica?
No, Victoria.
With her like her injury,
her bedazzled fucking crutch, bitch. That shit was fierce.
I loved it.
She was killing it. She looked great. I was actually really happy that she did come back for the finale.
Veronica was like
I am
naked.
too. Like this season could have been so good if she had not
hurt herself.
Yeah.
And then Veronica came back basically naked.
Yeah, that bitch was wearing
I love
threads.
how like Veronica, like this is why I love Veronica, because she thinks she's like more important than what she really is. You know what I mean? Like she's like, I'm the star of the season. She's like, no, you're not.
She's like, I want to like show everyone my body and how snatched I am, so everyone will want to like have sex with me.
And I also loved when Ella Videa was like doing the impression of Veronica and was like, I love to wear harnesses.
I love to wear harnesses or nothing, apparently.
Veronica said, fuck Grindr. Like, I'm just going to like do this on Drag Race and send people fucking YouTube links.
Right.
Veronica's a star no matter what you bitches say.
I'm a star. To quote Cheryl Hole. Yes, girl. So they performance, of course, it felt like a talk show at this point. It was like, tell your younger selves like why you would want to, what your like special message would be. Oh, now tell us why you should win Drag Race. And then now, why don't you go back and untuck while we talk some more?
Yeah, too much talking for me. I'm kind of just like, and I don't know. I'm like, do we really need to like go through the pictures again? Like, I don't know.
Well, they do it every episode. We can't be like what we used to call in my fraternity at IU, old and bitters. Like
we are, though.
This is what they do on the show, so this is to be expected. I just always hope the answers are good. Were there any answers that you liked?
Not that I can remember.
I mean, I don't remember. I did see that Ella Videa was injured this episode. I don't know if you saw that or not, Seth.
Yeah, I think I saw that somewhere.
Like, basically, that explains, because I thought Ella was, like, very, like, subdued in the finale, like, at the end. It was like, this doesn't make sense. Like, she's barely, like, moving.
Well, she was there. She was, like, you could tell she was, like, getting through it.
She posted that basically she was, like, in major pain because again, they're trying to like rush the season out, so they like rushed everything. She got injured and was unable to like lip sync properly or do anything the last episode.
I mean, that seems believable. I believe it.
I do too. I'm like, it totally makes sense. Like, she just didn't seem like herself in the finale.
Well, and also too, she didn't have us there to yesificate her.
I know.
And back pain's no joke. I've had a minor back injury, like a minor sprain, but this happened in 2010, and it was like it was an injury that happened at work at FedEx. And I had to go to the chiropractor, and every once in a while, like to this day, if I pick up something wrong, like back injuries, you can barely move. So I have to do like a whole choreographed set in full drag. And in the finale episode of all episodes, FML. I mean, best of luck, Queen.
Also, Rue like accused Ella of like weaponizing her BFA.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
Which I thought was like rude, because like we just came from like, what was it, season 13, where that like asshole tweeted out about like weaponizing your like BFA, and like Denali had to like, I don't know, like
read them
for it.
Well, it's like, come on, you can't be on a show called Masterclass and come for people with actual credentials, sis.
Ooh, period.
Just saying.
Period.
Just saying. It's okay if you're getting a check for it, though, right? It's
whatever.
Not okay if you actually like put in the work and earned it.
Whatever I can do to make the most money.
Mm-hmm. We see you.
It was like that joke that who was the one that said the joke about someone is so old that, or yeah, in Canada's Drag Race, and they were like saying how Isis is so old she complains about her neck and her back.
It was Kimora.
Or Kimora, yeah. Her pussy and RuPaul's frack.
Oh shit. I like that one.
Yeah. Anyways, to continue on, RuPaul needed to fill another 5 minutes of television, so they lip synced to the song You Don't Own Me by Dusty Springfield, which was slow and boring, and really no one did a good job. Like, well, no one did any better than anybody else because it was slow and boring. There's only so much you can do.
Yeah, there's only so much you can do. You have to get like, I love this song. There's so many versions of this song, namely the one that plays in the First Wives Club.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's how I first discovered it. That's how I first discovered this song ever, when that movie first came out.
Mm-hmm. Barbara Streisand.
Yeah. But with the song like this, I think that Drag Race will put a song like this in the finale specifically, just to kind of see that emotion. They want you to really push it and take them there. So I think that was the trap here.
Yes, girl. So after the lip sync, we finally get to the crowning, and the winner was Kitty Scott Claus.
Kitty, my queen. You got me some points, but it wasn't enough to win this fucking draft.
She didn't win? Well, let me try again. Winner of Drag Race Season 3 UK is Ella Vidae.
Oh, no.
Is that wrong, too?
I think so.
I think it is
the
wrong.
The tally is not adding up over here either.
Are you telling me that Krystal Versace won?
Unfortunately, yes.
Wow. She won the first 2 episodes and then just kind of coasted by the rest of the season. Well, congratulations to Krystal Versace.
Krystal wins. Thoughts? Honesty now. Go.
Or as I like to say, Krystal Versace.
Okay, I'm not like that mad about this, to be honest. Like, I was shocked that she won. Like, am I mad? No. I think she's a good queen. I think she is deserving to be a winner, but I do think like she is just she gave us one thing this season. She gave us looks, and they were good looks.
And she didn't give us any filth or horror.
Right. Whereas I feel like Kitty and Ella were just more well-rounded. Like I don't know, like Ella really showed like that she can give us looks, she can give us acting, she can give us comedy. Like I felt
package.
Like Ella was probably the most well-rounded.
4 repeater
Kitty
pins.
was like very close behind Ella in my opinion. Like
she had a sash.
We could interchange them.
Yeah.
But it's just like, really, to give it to Krystal when she's like really struggled anything beyond like a look challenge.
Right.
And even the design challenge, I wouldn't say she's that good. She basically just put a corset together.
Yeah, with the help of Veronica Green.
And somebody else in River, too, I think.
And River. So the way I feel about it is absolutely how Stoney feels. The crown, I was expecting it to go to Kitty just because she's survived in enough challenges. She's risen to the top enough to be noticed. And her personality, oh my gosh, like you just fall in love with them and they're hilarious. And Eleva is like the seasoned queen as far as experience, and she's super polished, and she had her moments, but she grew, and she still had like an awesome kind of growth story on the show. I was expecting the crown to go to either of those two.
Yeah.
Now, Krystal, she serves a fierce look, cool, but I don't want to compare her to like the season 7 winner because I think that U.S. season 7. Because I think that Krystal's a little stronger, just a little more excitement. Just my opinion when I'm comparing the two queens, just kind of the drag I'm attracted to. But okay, Krystal had a decent run on the show, but she started off really strong and then she kind of fizzled out. And like Stoney said, she kind of had her struggle bus moments too. But when Rue gets infatuated with somebody, that is it. I mean, Candy Muse.
Yeah.
Great. She has a personality, but no, bitch. There was a lot of times she should have stayed gone.
Right.
So this is one of those moments where, you know, Krystal was strong enough to survive the show. And honestly, if I'm being quite honest, it's not about looks, but I did enjoy her finale look the most.
I will say she did win. I was watching Mara Mangle and she said this,
Okay.
but she won the fucking episode.
Yeah, that's it.
She did win.
She
the
won
episode.
the episode.
Like if this was a regular episode challenge, she would have won.
Yeah, and I know that's hard to hear, but this is Thanks for Coming podcast. We look at all angles, even if we're not happy. I'm just acknowledging and trying to work through what happened. I still think it should have gone to Eleva Day or Kitty, my queen Kitty.
I'm just, to express my feelings on this, I'm just going to quote Tatiana. Choices.
Oop, 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 oop. We love
All
that
right.
quote.
Before we can rant too much further, Stoney, would you like to update us on the Fantasy League?
Yeah, so I'm glad we're going out this way because it basically summarizes the whole Fantasy League experience.
Rigomoris.
Yeah, so I ended up in last place with only 65 points.
That's a pretty hard thing to do,
You
but you did it.
You did not break
Yeah.
100.
Jamal is in second place with 310 points.
Well, that's not bad.
And then Seth is way out in first place with 535 points.
Oh, wow. Wait, did you add points for Miss Congeniality?
Oh, I didn't, because Anubis won, right?
Yeah, somehow Anubis won Miss Congeniality.
Hang on, did you have Anubis?
I don't think so. It was one of you two.
Did I have her?
Hang on, let me look this up.
Shit, I don't even remember, y'all. See.
Oh, I had Anubis.
Oh, look at that.
Oh my
I knew
God,
it
are you going to
wasn't
break
me.
100? Sony's going to break 100?
Hang on, doing math in my head as
Calculating
we speak.
math.
Oh, I do. I got 40 points, bitch.
Yes.
Wait, did you pass 100?
Yeah.
I passed 100.
Oh, look at that. Shade retracted. Okay.
Good job, Stoney. You broke 100.
Yeah, so anyway.
I only got like 5 times your score, but congratulations.
No, actually before that you got 8.23 times my score.
Wowzers.
Well, you know, another season of fantasy drag has come to a close, and I've, of course I won. So that's,
It's
it's
over.
I won the
We're never
last
doing it
fantasy
again.
league. Yeah. I think that's how it should have gone out,
Yeah, even if we come back later, there will be no fantasy anything,
Yeah.
bitch.
Girl, what
Yeah.
you see is what you get.
Hey, we've learned our audience. We check our reports like good podcasters and corporate people that we are, so we know what the future looks like for us.
Yes, girl. Yes. Let's go ahead and switch into We're Here, which this week took place in Kona on the big island of Hawaii.
Hawaii, what's up?
I've actually been to Kona before, so I thought it was really interesting.
I would love to go to Hawaii one day. Anywhere there's a beach, I'm down, but I've never been to Hawaii.
Yeah, I guess I don't really think of like rural whenever it's like Hawaii, but I guess that exists.
Islands, yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess I probably was only in the tourist area of Kona, so I was like, it didn't seem very like rural to me, but I think where the people lived, it definitely looked more rural. They probably live away from the tourist areas because they probably hate us.
Yeah.
Yeah, more like native
If
land,
you live
kind
there,
of farmlands.
I'm sure it's totally different.
Oh
yeah, more like indigenous Hawaiian lands, like untouched and unharmed land.
Yeah, but I also too, like, just in relation to this episode, I did get like a lot of conservative vibes when I was in Hawaii, so I did not find it very far-fetched to as to what they were saying, basically.
Oh yeah, I mean, totally. I'm not shocked. I mean, people go to Hawaii because it's beach, it's gorgeous. I'm sure like tourism is a huge part of the money that goes into that island. And you think about things like, of course, the people want to preserve their culture, but watching shows like White Lotus, there was a scene where this friend was on a family vacation with a white family, and the friend, she looked to be biracial. I don't know what her race was, or her ethnicity, excuse me. But she was basically saying, like, she's talking to her like Hawaiian hookup boo. She's like, y'all are like dancing for all these rich white people. Because they have to make a living, right? So what do? They do their luau's and perform because it's also showcasing their tradition, but it's this twisted web because there is like very conservative vibes.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, tourism's like the biggest industry in Hawaii. So, it's unfortunate, of course, but, any way for them to make money is good.
Yeah. And it's just like, how do you do it with integrity and make sure you're actually doing it with the care of the indigenous people in mind,
right,
and like the actual locals? So
respect
yeah,
your
lots going on.
surroundings.
Yes, that mostly
respect
the environment.
The culture. Do not take rocks home from the island.
Yeah, take a cursed rock home if you want to.
Yes, girl. In this episode, we had 3 people. We had the first person was Kekeoa, who wants to share his road to recovery. Used to, I guess, drink and do a lot of meth in order to do drag, but just because he's so nervous and all that sort of stuff. So now I think he said he was 6 years sober.
6 years sober.
Yes, and wants to try to do drag again sober, and was really nervous, of course, about doing it.
Yes, and of course there was also, unfortunately, some like kind of body image issues there because they said that they would partake in the drugs because it kept them thin. And they felt like they needed to look a certain way to present in drag and out of drag. So very happy that they're on the road to recovery, and it's been a strong 6 years.
Absolutely. Also, too, I thought it was interesting that he was talking about living through the AIDS epidemic, and that he thought that's like what being gay meant, is that you would get AIDS.
I couldn't imagine like what growing up queer during that time would be like, because the only education you really had was maybe like your close and secret friends that you could kind of only talk about these things with. No formal education because no one was trying to help.
It's like scary. I would imagine like it would have to be like terrifying, right? Because we kind of like grew up like after like a lot of it, but like very close to it. And I feel like I was very like cognizant of that, but it's just like they definitely were like living in the middle of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I thought the performance that he did was really good as well. I mean, he looked really like he was living and like free and happy. And yeah, I thought it was really cool.
I did too. I loved the moment where they were putting on the corset.
Oh yeah.
And it was just them in the corset only, and they were like, "Can I have an extra moment?" I really loved that moment. They were just twirling in the mirror and just. You
living.
can tell they were just enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
So it was a very intimate moment, even though they were surrounded by people.
Yes, girl. Then we move on to Jacqueline, who is bisexual, but worried that people may, what people will think of her because in her younger years, like I think she said her mom caught her with another girl. She says another female, and I don't think that's an appropriate term, but
yeah, I try to stop saying that as well. I agree with you.
Yeah, we don't need this like gender like biology.
Yeah, no. We don't do that anymore.
Yes. But yeah, so anyways, so the mom caught her and said like, "Oh, don't do that. Don't tell anybody. Hide it." And so, like, she's grown up on the island, being afraid to express her sexuality. And also, too, I guess another interesting aspect of her is that she's not really Hawaiian by blood. It sounds like maybe like her dad or her mom was from the States. And then the dad, I think, was Hawaiian.
Continental United States?
Yeah.
And her dad was Hawaiian?
Yeah, I think that's what it sounded like to me.
She's definitely born and raised there, so she might not be like, full out, Hawaiian by blood, but she's definitely at least culturally Hawaiian. It's like me. I'm not indigenous Alaskan, but I'm an Alaskan Black person. Like, that's where I grew up.
Right.
That's the land I know. Like, so I can relate to her that way.
Right. Yeah, I think, and also too, her performance I think was my favorite because I think she was just really good. I mean, of course she's a dancer, so of course,
yeah,
it's gonna be good. But I think she was like really on it, and like all the performance and like whipping the ponytail around. I thought it was really cute.
Oh yeah, I loved her. Y'all know, longtime listeners of the show know how I feel about pole dancers and lap dances. Favorite things on earth. And she definitely knew how to work the pole, and I was enjoying it and so here for it. You can tell she was having fun on stage too, and who couldn't with like a fiery red pony like that?
Yeah.
I would live for at least a week.
Yes, girl. Then finally we have Lana Kila, who is very into preserving the Hawaiian tradition and sacred sites, including this one of the mountains that they are building like satellites on. He was very proactive about trying to block any more action up there.
I felt so ignorant in this moment, just like not even knowing that something like this was happening on Hawaii, because it's just a small state of islands, and of course fucking America is just like, oh, let's just build satellites.
Yeah.
Like, of course, we're just ruining it.
The thing, like, there's so much of like Hawaiian history. Like, I feel like because our education system does such a poor job of actually like teaching us real things. First of all, we stole Hawaii.
Yes.
Like, it was totally stolen from like the Hawaiian
queen.
Yeah, people, and it's like
from like
they
royalty.
have like a whole queen and shit, and she was like coup d'etat out of there. Like, it's just like bullshit. Like, I don't know. Our country sucks. Goodbye.
All right, well, I guess
Facts
the
are
pod's
facts.
over.
Hey, facts are facts. The sooner all of us acknowledge it, instead of telling us to get over things like slavery and stolen land, the sooner we all acknowledge these things, then we could actually get over it. So let's acknowledge it before we do getting over anything.
Right. Absolutely. Definitely. But I thought, this was a fun episode. Lots of beautiful Hawaiian scenery was seen.
Gorge. The drag was fabulous.
The drag was
my
great.
God. The drag was so good.
I thought it was really cool that instead of having one of the drag queens start the show, they had like a local group perform.
Yes. This reminded me so much of home because growing up in Alaska, there's like a lot of Polynesian culture in Anchorage, where I'm from. So a lot of like my close friends growing up, I got to see them do various traditional dances. So that kind of took me back to when we'd be at school assemblies and my friends would be up there doing their traditional cultural things and performances, and that was really fun to see on We're Here.
Absolutely. And also too, at the end, it was great to see the group of Mahu do their performance, like traditional performance with the queens and everything.
Education brings everyone together, really. Like, just be open to learning about other people, and you'll find you have more to relate than to be different.
Exactly. Absolutely. I guess we didn't discuss this before. Did anyone have trade this week?
Well, Stoney dropped the trade ball that one week, and then I forgot whose turn it was.
Yeah,
we're not doing it anymore.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
Well,
my
Stoney said we're not allowed
trade-
to.
Let's see. TFC trade this week. Yeah, I don't have one.
I don't know. Maybe we should yesificate one of our previous trades.
Yesificate.
If they deserve it.
Yeah,
Like if
only
they haven't
they're-
done anything problematic or racist
See,
or whatever.
we don't have time to
Yeah,
verify.
we're not doing one of the COVID circuit gays. They're not getting yesificated.
Definitely not. We'll have trade next week. We'll be more organized next week.
COVID circuit gaze.
Oh, gosh. All right, you all. Well, it's been another fun week at Thanks for Coming. It's been really fun getting through the UK season 3 with you all. It was highs and lows, but we made it.
We made it.
We still love the UK. Like, I still love that series. It's just the third season was
Wild.
It needed some work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and so we'll be back next week, of course. We'll still be discussing Dragula, Canada, and we're here if there's another episode. I don't know how many
There's
episodes.
one more episode.
Okay, one more. Yes, we will be back, and we will see you soon. But until then, bye.
Bye.
Mahalo.